Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Space Marine, the original Space Marine. You join us here as we are moving towards this orc train here to try to stop it. We'll go and thank the channel members really quick. Thank you to Tyler, Tobias, Walter, Moses, and Jared. This is going to be a bit of a shorter video. I had to edit out a few parts after recording because of some, let's just say, the least painful gameplay and me not understanding how the game works and forgetting some very important mechanics. Gonna shred these boys up here. Remember, kids, use the environmental explosives to your advantage. Unlike the Tyranids, the orcs do run back, retreat, and regroup. Kind of a nice change up from Space Marine 2 there. And they're gonna close the gate on me. Unfortunately for them, this is an Imperial door, and I am a Ultramarine, so I get automatic access. So I'm here trying to figure out the grenade key once again, and let's just say it's not working out. So I ended up having to Google it, and then I figured it out. It's Q, by the way. You gotta press Q. And the grenade is not like a regular grenade, like you wind up and throw it like a baseball. It's a the grenade basically teleports from your hand, whatever you're aiming at. It does have a little bit of drop, but it basically is a laser beam throw. It's like if a Space Marine actually threw a grenade, so that's kind of cool and interesting in its own right. Got that big ass train over there we need to stop here. I'm still trying to figure out how to throw grenades here. I was basically pressing every key on the keyboard except for the key that I needed to press. And then right here I figured it out. You press Q. And shred these orcs up here with our bolt rifle. Gonna pull out the stalker bolt to go for some long range shooting here, and use my pro gamer skills, my retired pro gamer skills, to pop some heads. Someone mentioned that my aim, someone DM'd me actually on Discord and said my aim was actually quite impressive in the first video. I don't know what the hell you were talking about. I was missing shots left and right, but thank you nonetheless. I used to be pretty good. Boom, headshot. And remember, kids, you can never miss with a chainsword. Chainswords, whenever you need to cut something while also cutting something. We're trying to stop that big train there from ramming into something. I can't remember what it was going to ram into. All right, welcome to the shooting gallery. Feels like I'm playing Aim Labs again. Looks like we got a collateral there. And unfortunately, you can't get on the train. I was hoping that was going to be what you had to do is get onto the train and make your way over to the other train. You know, train-to-train combat. I'm definitely gonna title this thumbnail here for this video training mission for sure. Reminds me of the meme, you know, I like trains. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. It's it really brings me back to just that classic style of game. Hit the little 180 there on the squig. But it just brings me back to that classic style of game of like a hack and slash shoot 'em up, you know. It's so refreshing. It's so simple and nice.
Time to impact.
Compared to the complex points of a modern video game. You know, it's got to be a looter shooter and filled with microtransactions, but no, Space Marine here from 2011 is just a straight up buy the game and then to shoot things and have a lot of fun. I enjoy that. Some elite pro gamer skills here, popping some heads there. We actually collided those two on the right. It's like we got a little drop ship here. I'm gonna pull out the regular bolter and get ready to gun these guys down. And now that I know what the grenade key is, I can actually throw grenades. Turns out it makes it a lot easier to play the game. That's a big boy. Gonna try to hack him up here. Ooh, smack away half of our, or all of our armor bar there. Yeah, you want to use the grenade launcher on those guys. Use grenades, stalker bolt rifle, and the grenade launcher. That is pretty effective against those guys. The regular boys here, you can just use the bolter or the chainsword on. These red guys, same deal. But the big red boys, you definitely want to use heavy weapons on. The yellow guys that shoot from long range, you can just pop those guys in the head once with the stalker bolt rifle. It will kill them. You've seen me demonstrate that quite a few times. Looks like I got an achievement there. Yep, right there. Perfect example. Boom, headshot. Hopefully my rattlesnake on crack reactions here is not too disorientating. No, I'm just kidding. I used to be so good at aiming, but now it's just, I would say I'm average. Maybe a little above average, but you know, maybe grandpa still has it. At least against the AI from 2011. We'll say that this AI is actually not too bad. Like, they're not terrible at all. But we are about to see the worst demonstration of gameplay that I have done in a long time. So there is a plasma cannon right here, okay? A large plasma cannon. You're gonna tear it off the mount. That's what it wants you to do. And now it wants you to shoot down this ship that is flying around in the sky. It took me ages to figure out what it actually wanted me to do. And I'm like, oh, okay, I better shoot it. And then I kept charging up the plasma cannon halfway and then not shooting it. I'm like, oh, okay, you gotta charge it now. And then I proceeded to whiff about 35 shots into the fucking sky, hitting every postal code except for where the ship was. That is not the way to do this. You can do it like this, but it is very challenging with the way that ship is maneuvering. I actually went for a pause there, trying to figure out what the hell was actually happening here. I actually had to go look it up. So that is how that that life ended during that mission there. And we're gonna give it another crack here. Now I know what I'm doing. Now I know that you can just click with the plasma cannon and it'll fire a smaller projectile at a much faster speed. It does a significantly less amount of damage, but it is consistent, and that is the way you want to go on this mission for sure. So you can actually shoot with it on the mount here at the start, and then when it goes to fly over you, then you can rip it off. And at this point, you definitely want to rip it off. And now you just want to keep clicking it. You'll see me go for a few charge shots in some choice scenarios here. By the way, you can shoot that gun off of the ship. I found that out in a later playthrough. It's not super consistent though, so it's kind of hard to do, so I just recommend shooting the ship. And remember, this is a plasma cannon, so it will overheat, so you do need to manage that. Take cover. And you're gonna see me charge up a few shots here, and they are gonna miss, so I would recommend just shooting it like how I am now. When the ship is directly overhead of you though, it is pretty easy like this right here. It's very easy to hit a couple charged up shots. And it's always worth going for a charged up shot there. If you're low in health, you can go for the execute on that guy. I probably should have gone for that, but I didn't want to get shot by that machine gun there on the bottom. And again, charged shots are not the way to go, especially when it's at long range. Now, when it flies straight over the top of you, that's when you can hit them with the charged shots. And you'll see there I actually blew off one of the guns on it. Other than that, you just want to keep shooting it until you get the black screen. There we go. Orc ship down. And the orcs are trying to batter through the gate here into the Titan Manufactorum here. Titus is gonna narrowly escape being killed there. But yes, that is how you take down that ship. That was, it took me a frustratingly long amount of time to figure that out though, so don't make my mistakes. Now you know. All right, we arrive at the Manufactorum there.
Some Imperial Guard units made it here.
We have to get our way inside.
They cannot hold for
You
long.
appear to be facing the wrong direction, sir.
Hurry.
The enemies are over this way. Come on, Sedonis. We have to stop the orc assault here. What's a servitor skull doing here?
What is that servo skull doing?
Trying to deliver a message. Must be damaged. The seal of the Inquisition.
The Inquisition? What?
What is the Inquisition doing here?
That's what I just asked, Leandros.
Find out.
How perceptive of you.
Inquisitor Drogan. I need urgent assistance at Manufactorum Majakis. They're after the experimental device. The device is safe for the time being. I've drawn them off. But now I'm trapped. If I die, you must keep the device out of enemy hands. Or he'll be unstoppable. I needed more time. Was nearly ready.
An experimental weapon. We need to find the Inquisitor before the orcs do. Keep
Ah, yes, the good old Inquisition messing around with powers that they could not possibly understand with an experimental weapon that is about to fall into enemy hands, and if it does, we are surely doomed. Leave it up to the Ultramarines to save the day. Thanks, Inquisition. It's the kind of the same deal as Inquisitor Vikir, you know, playing with powers beyond her ken. Ghost, you gotta wait for the ramp to drop before you run out the door there. That is a big ass crane, man.
We must disable that crane.
Some orc is having a lot of fun with that guy there. Looks like they're actually fighting each other for dominance there. We'll go ahead and break that up with a grenade there. Kill these Gretchen and these boys here. Let's go hack them up with the chain sword. Don't worry, you'll join your friends soon, good boy. Throw another grenade there. Roll out of the way. It actually stuns them if they are not in the lethal range, so it is sometimes worth to throw grenades just to stun enemies. Ah, yes, the rattlesnake on crack returns. Oh yeah, shoot the stunned enemy, not the one trying to kill Leandros there. That was a great idea, Ghost. Oh, and get your animation canceled by him pulling out of the sun. Smooth, Ghost, real smooth. Head up this ramp here. Go ahead and blast that boy there into a fine red mist. Another grenade in there. Oh, that appears to be a large amount of orcs. Let's go ahead and pop the Fury here for the increased melee damage. Oh, that's a big boy. We could probably take him down with this chain sword. Maybe not. Let's throw a grenade. There we go. Now he's stunned. Now you got the quick time event. You got to spam the mouse 1 key. Or button, rather. You are invulnerable when you are executing people. And when you're executing the big guys, you get a nice little stun afterwards. That stuns all the enemies around them. There, and just such a shock that you killed someone who is higher up in the hierarchy than them. It's like imagine watching a chapter master go down, you know. Shoot that boy up there off that ledge. He thought he was Obi-Wan holding the high ground there. We showed him otherwise. Pull out the soccer ball rifle and show this guy what for. Boom, headshot. We've already recharged our Fury ability halfway. Should have just thrown a grenade there, to be honest with you, but let's blast him in the face. We will end throwing a grenade. Leandros, get the fuck out of the way. The Codex Astartes does not support blocking your captain. And like I said before, you want to use heavy weapons on these guys. Should have executed him there, but that's okay. We get a refund of our health there.
Allow that.
All right, let's go ahead and drop that plasma cannon. The orcs were trying to aim it with the crane, which is a very orky thing to do in the most ghetto way possible.
Number 2 control deck, do you
We
read?
have dropped
This
the
is
crane on
Captain
them now.
Titus of the Ultramarines. Identify
Someone say
yourself.
timber.
This is Corporal Antioch, sir. That is, my lord.
I need access to the Manufactorum, Corporal.
There is a service lift in the hangar directly below where you drop the cargo, my lord. We can meet you there.
Stand ready. We will be there shortly. Titus out.
All right, Corporal, on the way. Here we go. Looks like we got some ammo pickups and a doorway to open up there. It's not exactly a good sign in a game whenever it gives you a bunch of health ammo and grenades. That generally means you're about to run into a large amount of foes here. All right, ready for some elite pro gamer aim there. Looks like that guy fell over. He tripped on something. His shoelaces were tied together. Now these guys are a 2-shot for this Stalker bolt rifle. That's why I said before to use it. And shoot the squigs, man. They kill their own guys. It's quite useful sometimes. Oh, appears to be a grenade there. Let's go back up a little bit. Andros, get out of the way. I'm trying to shoot here, buddy. You're being useless right now. Showing my age there, whiffing a ton of shots. We'll go ahead and finish this guy off with the chainsword there. You know, I say showing my age, I'm only 25, but the carpal tunnel is real, if you guys know what I mean. Got some little Gretchen running around here, and I'm just gonna wait for them to run by this big red barrel. How convenient. Oh, another group coming in here. Yeah, let's do the same thing. We really need a storm bolt or a shotgun to clean these guys up. That would be super convenient. Big yellow boy up on the railing there. Those guys love to take the high ground, man. They love to have the advantage. But remember, when you take the high ground, you also silhouette yourself to being popped in the head by a sniper rifle.
My lords, you must hurry.
Keep running into the walls here. The movement's not exactly as fluid as some newer games where it'll bounce you off the walls, or at least glide you off the walls. In this game, you just get stuck on them. Welcome to 2011, folks. We have traveled back in time. It does punish you for making mistakes, though, which I do enjoy. Makes the game a bit more challenging. Also a little more frustrating, but... Okay, Ghost, come on, hit a shot here. There we go, Ghost. Could have sworn that was a headshot on that first one there. A lateral straight through both of their heads. I hope you guys are enjoying this commentary style. It is something quite new to me. But I am also enjoying it. I get to give my thoughts on my own gameplay afterwards, after the fact. Instead of just having to talk in the third person in real time, which is even weirder than talking in third person after you record it.
Corporal Antioch, we are in position.
Excellent, Captain. I'm sending the lift
That door is suspiciously shaking a large amount, and it sounds like someone is trying to break through. They just gave me a bunch of health and ammo, and or not health and ammo, but ammo and grenades. I'm getting the fizz from that door right now, if you know what I mean. I'm getting the spidey senses are tingling, but we have just unlocked the power axe. This is my favorite melee weapon in the game so far. I love this. I love painting these in real life too. Oh, we got a shitload of orcs coming. All right, we got the Fury ability ready here. Let's go ahead and slice these boys up here. The camera work in this game is not the best, so you're gonna see some cameras bouncing off objects and bugging out a little bit here as we go for the execution on this boy. You are invulnerable while you go for the executions though, so when you're getting hit a lot, you definitely want to go for those. Yeah, see here the camera's freaking out a little bit. We'll give it a little bit of grace though. This is a at this point a 16-year-old game or a 14-year-old game. Math is hard, kids. Boom, big grenade there. I love the power axe. So the animations are so much better than the chainsword. We're gonna hit that guy while he's down. Jump the proverbial gift shark in the mouth there. And we've already recharged the Fury ability after using it 30 seconds prior. Looks like there's some guys up there. We'll let Leandros and Sedonis take care of them. Throw a little grenade under there. You can see what I mean by when I say the grenades kind of almost teleport out of your hand. It's like you're force pushing them towards something. I love the slam from the power axe. It stuns a bunch of enemies around you. And the executions are amazing. It's almost like you're playing Doom. Obviously there's more animations in the second game, but it's still really cool. Go for another execution on one of these boys here. Stomp his teeth out of his head into the back of his skull. Watch out, Leandros. You're in the way, buddy. Big boy here. Oh, you do not want to take hits from those guys. They do a shitload of damage. Boom. I actually might have blown myself up there a little bit. But we are going to take this guy out. And he's stunned. Gonna go for the quick time event here. Luckily, I'm really good at clicking mouse 1. And we're gonna explode his face off. Go for the second execution here. Oh, split him in half with the axe there. Probably a waste of the grenade there, but I digress. We have made it to the lift.
Yes, my
And
lord.
reached Corporal
We have
Antioch.
word that an Inquisitor is in the Manufactorum.
Yes, Lord Drogon. We have not seen him for several days. Has the Liberation Fleet arrived, my lord?
The fleet is still en route, Corporal. The Ultramarines are here as a vanguard to cripple the enemy and secure the most valuable assets.
So to sum in short,
But the
Corporal
facility
Antioch,
and
you
its
are fucked.
Titans remain secure.
All I can say for certain is that no orc has breached this gate, my lord.
Contact Lieutenant Mira. Her unit is establishing a bastion in Hab Center Andres, and your support craft now have a viable approach from orbit.
What of the Colonel and his staff?
They did not survive.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to bring us to the end of this episode. Thank you to Tyler, Tobias, Walter, Moses, and
My
Jared.
thanks, Corporal.
Thank you guys so much for continuing to support the channel. That is all the time we have for today. So I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.